This is the year 2025, and while the aliens may not have invaded us yet, we are definitely going through what I like to call a seismic shift in the landscape of technology and everything that is impacted by it, which, in my opinion, is pretty much everything. Ladies and gentlemen, today, the market size of AI continues to grow both globally and in India, and so does the investments and funding. But what is worrisome is the skill gap, which brings me to my point. Everyone is talking about artificial intelligence, but I'm afraid not everyone is spending enough time to learn about AI. And those who are struggling with the overwhelming and unprecedented pace at which AI is evolving. But the good news is that that's not the end of the world. Towards the end of this video, I would like to give you 5 ways to get started with your AI journey. But before that, let's build some context. It is no surprise that Gen AI is already changing the world. The way we run businesses, conduct research, or even write emails. Every department, including marketing, customer service, manufacturing, pharmacovigilance across industries, is reporting tremendous value generation as a result of Gen AI implementation. Clearly, it has impacted our lives in ways unimaginable barely 10 or dare I say even 5 years ago, and it has done so in ways both good and bad. On one hand, there are people getting laid off left, right, and center in the name of restructuring. On the other hand, there are people who are riding the high waves of AI. One such guy whose work I have very closely been following is Aravind Srinivas, the founder of Perplexity, taking on the giants such as Google by their horns in the battle of browsers, leveraging artificial intelligence, of course. Could you ever, in your wildest possible dreams, imagine a guy from Chennai taking on the mighty empire of Google and becoming the nightmare that Mr. Sundar Pichai never foresaw coming? Here's another example to prove my point. Look at this guy.
You are a startup founder that has to do development of your product, marketing, team building, customer service, sales. You have to do a lot of stuff. Once you get funding, maybe you can have a team for marketing, a team for customer service. But until then, what are you going to do, right? So that is where AI comes in. It can make these legs shorter, make what all you have to do much easier.
The name is Rahul John Aju, all of 16 years old. Businesses are already consulting him. He runs a firm where he employs his father, and he's currently working on a project to develop AI solutions for the government of Kerala and the government of Dubai. Today, he travels across the globe, giving speeches, and businesses and people are listening to him. Can you believe that? And then to bring the point closer to home, just yesterday, I noticed my son asking Manas how to convince his father, which is me, to let him play games. And trust me on this, had he tried those suggestions on me, I certainly would have succumbed. The takeaway here is that as much as AI is impacting our lives on a macro level, it is also doing so on a micro level. And no part of our lives are left untouched and unimpacted by it. Somewhere out there in a dorm room on a laptop borrowed from his parents, laden with the jazziest of AI tools in their arsenal, is sitting a 16-year-old who's building and shipping something which could possibly wipe out our jobs tomorrow. Now, do you understand the impact of AI? But here's the silver lining. AI is not all bad. In fact, I believe that it's a great leveler. If you look back at some of the success stories I quoted earlier, you'd realize that AI has brought all of us on the same ground by giving us the greatest opportunities of our lifetime and the tools to go and grab those opportunities. And here are 5 ways you can get started with your AI journey, which is if you haven't already. Number 1, watch Humans in the Loop, currently playing on Netflix, to get inspired. Number 2, make a list of all the platforms that you would like to explore. Now the list is endless, but you could start with ChatGPT, Manus, Grok for content generation, research, presentations. You could look at Midjourney, Sora, and Veo for video generation, 11 Labs and HeyGen for audio and video generation, Figma for clickable prototypes, and my favorite, Lovable, for beautiful websites and infographics. Now this may sound overwhelming already, but let me tell you, all of these platforms support text-based prompts and give you the output the way you expect them to. Almost magically, without the need to write a single line of code. Let that sink in. Number 3, engage in an AI project at work. This will help you understand real life and business use case implementations in your direct and current areas of engagement. This will eventually help you build your AI context from a business point of view. Clearly, therefore, an important one from a career progression or even job hunting point of view. Number 4, find a list of influencers across your favorite platform, whether it is YouTube or LinkedIn. People who are doing real stuff on AI, and start following them. Keep the list short to avoid getting lost in the noise. Note that you will continue to refine this list as you grow in your journey of learning AI. Number 5, watch these videos to begin with to get started with your journey of understanding generative AI in detail. Those are my 5 ways to get you started on your AI journey. But wait, there's one more. Actually go ahead and start posting about AI on LinkedIn. What's your take on it? Have you come across an AI tool that has blown your mind? Now go on, get started. Let me know what you think about AI in the comment section, or what are the challenges you are facing in getting started with your AI journey.